make you laugh.
What's going on, you guys? I want to welcome y'all to the Pride Show. It's your host, The Good God. We're going to go around and introduce everybody, starting with you.
Free Spirit.
Nicole.
Tori.
Miranda.
Oh, Yellow.
So I'm sleepy, man.
So tonight our topic is relationships and making it last forever. And these are our special guests for tonight.
They are a married couple. Let's look at
Married,
that.
long lasting, forever, and ever.
Ever.
So the first question is for everybody: what is the longest relationship you guys have been with? Starting with you, Free Spirit.
7 years.
8 years.
8 years.
11.
6.
4. Yeah. So that was everybody's. And for the Pride loved ones, if you want to comment, tell us how long your longest relationship was. Anybody else got anything they want to add on to this question? Would you go back to that situation? Well, y'all are married, so y'all can't.
This is
y'all,
the situation.
Oh,
This is the situation.
This is the situation.
okay,
yeah.
cool.
Or should I say, yes, I have came back because, you know, we had our breakups.
We ain't never
Don't
broke
do that
up.
coming back to
We
me.
never had a breakup. We
That's
8
what's
years
up.
straight.
What? Hold on. Y'all ain't never had even a week breakup or day? Wow.
Couple hours.
Right,
Couple hours?
I mean, you go get on the couch for a couple hours.
We separate. I mean, we done had our arguments. We done had our fights, but we never broke up yet.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, can't say never, babe. I'm saying. I'm not.
To the couch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Would you go back?
No.
Real simple, straight to the point.
Straight to the point?
Like that, Hattie. You knew what she was saying. No.
So, would you go back?
Nah, that's my best friend.
Okay. Someone said I can't get over how much Red and the wife look alike.
We get it all the time. We be rich if we had $1 for every time.
Yeah,
I'm
you
so
owe us
serious.
$1, whoever said that.
I wouldn't go back either. It's good that y'all was able to make a friendship out of it, though. Some people, after you break up, you notice that it's best that y'all was best as just friends, or it's best not to keep any type of contact. But it's just all on the people and the situation. Good job. How you feel about that?
Well, you know, once I'm finished, I'm finished. I don't, you know, because it take me a minute to decide if I'm gonna leave or not. So once I make that decision, I roll with it. I can't go back.
All right. I got a question for everybody. Anita, the 4 years y'all was together, why did it last 4 years?
You see, she don't want to answer that one.
Oh. Let's see. Why did it last? It was actually 7 years.
Wow. 7. Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused. 7 years is a long time. So what was it that kept you in a relationship for 7 years?
How deep you want me to go in now? I think what kept me in that relationship for so long that it gave me the opportunity to hide. It, you know, it allowed, you know, an avenue for me to be who I, you know, want to be, but not publicly, you know, because it wasn't like, you know, we were a couple. It was like her and her husband was the couple. So it allowed me to just kind of, you know, but then you get tired of being, you know,
Playing around in the background.
in the background.
Sometimes you want to be on the front street.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
All right. What about y'all two? Y'all been together for 8 years, right? Why?
Damn.
I mean, what is keeping y'all together is the question.
It's a lot of. It's a lot of things that keep us together. First of all, we love each other. We're in love. We knew that from the first day that we locked eyes. And our garden is full. Our garden meaning our family, what we created together, all the way down to the dog. Not only is she my backbone, but she's my everything. So me, I gotta have everything, and she's everything. So I'm good.
That's awesome. Okay. What about y'all? What keeps y'all together?
Lots of prayer.
And choosing our battles.
Yeah, we definitely have to walk away sometimes and regroup and come back.
Stuff ain't worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, after 11 years, it's like really, especially when in the beginning we've been through so much that it's like the little stuff now. Really, we gonna really argue about this. So we just choose our battles.
We argue about what to eat.
Number one argument in our household, for real, for real.
And me not squeezing the toothpaste all the way to the top of the thing.
I mean, why you gotta squeeze it right in the middle? We'll get back
You squeeze it from the bottom.
to the point where I had to buy a whole thing that goes on the end of it that you have to push it down for.
That's why I did it by myself, because I don't know. I ain't got time for them kind of arguments. Squeeze my toothpaste in the middle, bro. I'm in the bathroom like this, so you can't do this.
Oh gosh. All right, what about you, Tori? Why did y'all stay together for so long?
We it started out as love. And then I think it was more like we looked really good. We were good on paper. Like combined household income, we made a lot of money together. So we were afforded to live a certain lifestyle because of what we both brought to the table. And it was a very like comfortable, kind of dope ass lifestyle. So we stayed together for a while. But it was, I think we both knew when it was over, but we wasn't ready to walk away from that lifestyle. And
That money.
Trying to live that same lifestyle on our own. But once we did, I mean, there was no animosity or anything like that. It was just like, it's done.
Okay. Y'all still friends?
Yeah.
That's good. So, Kira, what about you? Why did y'all stay together for 4 years? Miss 2 seconds.
It's 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Call me out.
But it started off as a friendship, a real dope friendship in the beginning. And then it was just like we would help each other out through different relationships and different situations. Then we became a relationship. And then after a while, it just faded. And then we was both. I was in one place and she was somewhere else, so it was long distance for a good 3 years. And then the last year it was cool, but we knew when it was over. There was no hate at the end of it. No bad blood. It was just done and over with. And I wouldn't go back because it's just like, not saying that it was something bad, but not saying that it was something terrible either. So it was alright. Like, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
Test the water, see what it was, and keep it moving.
So let's talk about this honeymoon stage, right? Because do y'all agree that every relationship goes through the honeymoon stage, right?
Yes.
What is the honeymoon stage like? Do y'all remember?
Sunshine and rainbows.
We went through it twice.
I feel like honeymoon stage is when you grind into
The flaws.
all the red flags and everything, and then it's just once you shut in, you like, whole time you really been doing this from the jump. And I was stupid because I have really wiped, because once you go past the honeymoon stage, you wipe the coal out your eyes and you really see it for what it really is, and you even choice to stay or go.
No, I mean, I don't think it's just like you ignoring all the bad stuff, but it's just like you just in a cloud, like floating. You know what I'm saying? It's after you come out of that honeymoon stage that really makes or breaks your relationship. Because then it's the real part of life. That's when you start arguing. Like, you ain't arguing during the honeymoon stage. Everything is cute. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute.
That's so cute, right?
Okay, but like,
You man for real.
Yeah, once you got a
okay, so in the honeymoon stage, you don't think that, like, all right, say y'all cuddling during the honeymoon stage, and she's just like picking with you think it's cute in the honeymoon stage. Then once the honeymoon stage, you're like, but if you get the
Quick pause. I would like to make
I'm
a
just using that as an
notation.
example.
I would like to make a notation of the faces that were going on while we were talking about the honeymoon stage. They were like,
Our honeymoon stage to me was when we first started dating, because we got kids and we got grown kids and they be needing help, and it's just been real from day one. So, the first month or two, that was the honeymoon stage. That's when the jackrabbits was jumping off, but now after we got married, it was just like, oh Jesus, like yeah. I can't say we've had a honeymoon stage though.
Really? Wow.
And we get ready to go on a cruise in November now. I plan on some honeymoon moves. I don't think we've had that. We just work so much, and
anytime y'all get together, it's just.
I don't know if for me, I listen to everybody, and for me, thinking about this question, we still go through our honeymoon moments, if that makes any sense.
I can agree.
Because I could be sitting on the bed and my wife could walk by and I'd be like, damn.
Right.
Her type is so sexy, and I just be
True.
smiling, and I never say 2 words to her. I might come and slap her on the booty or something. She don't like that. That's what she be saying. That is exactly what she be saying when I do. But I go through honeymoon moments through our whole relationship, so there's never a stop to anything.
Right.
Somebody else has said the same thing. They said, I am in 18 years of hunting stage. It's a long time, so yes.
But it gets to, you have to know that that's the right person to have those moments throughout the whole relationship.
it's a full-time job.
It is.
Yeah, it's a full-time job. Like, it's something that you have to work at every day. I do anyway.
I do too, because like she said, we have 5 daughters. They all grown, but we also have 4 grandkids. So, like I said in the beginning, the garden is blossoming, and we are the gardeners. So at the end of the day, we're the head of the household. So it's so much that's always going on, but we always got to take time out for us. So that's why I said we always have our honeymoon moments.
Well, when you say it's a full-time job, right? Y'all agree with it, right? Full-time job.
Oh yeah.
Why do y'all consider it to be a
Because
full-time
it's
job?
something you have to work on every day. Like, I have to grow, and she has to grow, and I have to, choose those arguments and decide when, it ain't even worth it at the end of the day. And right now, I'm in a place in my life where I don't want any negativity around me, none at all. Like, I don't have time for it. I got enough going on. So if you got to be negative, take that somewhere else. Like,
It's a full-time job because we work a full-time job. Like, my wife works 12 hours. I work 8, sometimes 9. And after coming from work, we come home, we still got to work. We got to cook, we got to clean, we got to have a conversation with each other.
one of my kids just said,
I saw it, Tiffany.
said, all 5 of us girls is a full-time job. That's 5.
And the fact that it's all girls, it makes it a job.
It's not just dealing with our girls, it's dealing with our girls and their situations and their problems and their issues.
Finances and all that.
And they're crying and their happiness, and like it's a full-time job.
So that's why we get those moments.
And
those honeymoon
right.
moments.
It's a full-time
Gotta get in where you fit
It's a
in.
full-time job for our dog. Even he got to go to his cage sometimes.
Go in your cage.
Close the door like you locked in. I'm not dealing with y'all.
It's respectable though, because it with all that going on, like I said, you gotta make time throughout all that going on, even your job and this and that. Y'all still have to make time for each other.
But not only that, it's important to make time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't make time for yourself, you're going to be no good to your significant other.
I'm big on that. What about y'all? Y'all feel like it's a full-time job too?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree that it's like a job, but But even in our descriptions, it's like a career because, like you say, you grow within this relationship. So there are promotions to it. There are joys. There are ups. There are downs. But the ups are more so than the downs if you let them be. And you take those moments to take those moments. You know what I'm saying?
There's benefits.
Exactly.
Good or bad, there's benefits.
There's benefits. It's a career with benefits. Okay.
So I mean, at the age that I am now, which I'm 47, I've been in plenty relationships, but this is my favorite relationship, if it makes any sense. Because I've been through the ins, I've been through the outs, I've been cheated on, I've been wronged, I've been right. And all of that, I feel like those were just preparing me to sit at the table with my wife.
That is dope.
She gets something nice.
That cruise gonna be a good cruise.
It's a great cruise. I got 7 bathing suits for 7 days.
Oh yeah.
Baby suits every day. You won't see her in the same baby suit twice.
All right, Tori, watching. You think relationships are jobs too?
Yes. I mean, yeah, I would imagine so.
Do you think your relationship is like a job, a full-time job?
Or a part-time job?
I wouldn't say a full-time job. I made it pretty easy going. So, it ain't a whole lot of work to go into it. She have her moments, but ain't no, my real job more tedious than my relationship job.
What about you, Shakira? Hey, no, hold on. What about you, Anita? Do you believe that your relationship is a full-time job? Or part-time? Or both? Be honest on the Pride Show. Our Pride Show loved ones deserve the truth.
I say, I say full time. Yeah, I'm the full time because it's the first relationship that I've had where I've actually been out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not where a relationship where I have to, be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different people, But at the same time, it's a relationship where I have to understand. I'm still understanding myself at the same time as I'm trying to get to know.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you feel like being in a relationship that you are in, do you feel like that helped you come out of being in the closet?
I think it helped, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because you said your 7-year relationship, it helped you stay comfortable to being in the closet. So now that you're in this relationship, do you feel like it's helped you to be more comfortable with who you are and being out?
Oh, yeah, most definitely, yeah.
That's what's up. That's growth.
That's what I feel like. It's helping me grow.
Somebody put something I'm going to read. It said, you ready for this?
Yeah.
They said that when it's the right person, it's the best full-time job ever.
Right.
And then someone said, your relationship shouldn't feel like a job. Be my peace. Already go through enough BS at work. Then someone said it's only a full-time job when you're looking for certain things in a person instead of looking at their soul.
I don't think of it like it's definitely a job.
It's
not.
It's something you want to work for.
Right. And move and keep moving forward in your relationship, not just stuck in one place.
And keep in mind that it's not like, don't take it as a job as in it's your job to make this person constantly happy, because that is never your job.
Correct.
That is her job to make her happy. I'm here to assist.
Right.
I'm here to build. I'm here to grow with you.
Right.
It's my job to make me happy. When I'm upset, I may use your ear, but I don't expect you to take on my mood or to do it for me. I just need you to listen. Right. It's a partnership. Like, it's not, it's not a job in that sense.
Right.
And I hope they understand. When we say job, we not mean like your job.
We ain't saying when you get off work at 8 o'clock at night that you gotta go in from 8:30.
Like you got to clock in.
What it means is when you get home, you're not sitting there like
doing nothing. Right. You're not unhappy.
I'm not doing nothing for you if I'm just a pillow on the couch. Like,
when I say job, it's just a nice way of saying
it's something you have to work.
It's a commitment. It's definitely
Right.
a commitment because we're committed. But that's a very petty word because everybody throws that around in so many different ways. It's a job because when I go to work and clock into my 9 to 5, I hold my head high and I do my job to the fullest of my ability. So I please my wife to the fullest of my ability. That is my job as a wife.
It's not her job to cook for me. It's not her job to take care of me. But as my wife, it's her job to motivate me and push me when I'm in a spot where like I'm in a slump and I ain't doing right. It's her job to motivate me to where she uplifts me, and she does that. That's why I married her in the first place, because like she's like the biggest motivator ever, and I love that.
Oh, you get this girl.
And somebody else say this, y'all. This is a good one. This is from Venus, from another Pride Show panel person. It's just like a car. You don't just buy and drive forever without ever servicing it, right? You gotta get oil change.
Correct.
You gotta treat it right.
You gotta treat it right.
If you want that car to take you from A to B and I don't care if it's taking you from A to Z. You got to treat that car. You got to put gas in it. Mm-hmm. You got to clean it. Mm-hmm. You got to make sure it's right. Because if it ain't right, it ain't going to get you the way you need to go to.
It's gonna break down.
So I feel like in a relationship, if you ain't doing what you're supposed to for yourself and for the relationship, how do you expect it to go anywhere?
It's going to break down.
There it is.
Everybody need a tune-up.
All right.
If a person, I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, you know that that's the one, because certain times you don't even have to come in the house and say anything, and you could just sit there and that person knows, like, let me just sit here with you.
That's right.
It ain't about having no conversation. It ain't about talking. It's just about listen.
That's right.
You see that I'm down, so I just need you to even sit here with me and we just quiet together. It don't mean that I got an attitude with you or nothing. It's just, and you notice that in your relationship in the beginning. Because if you don't, you need to let it go. It's just certain things you start to pick up on to know that this isn't for me. Correct.
Yeah. All right. So making it last forever, right? Let's ask this question. When you have an argument, because a lot of times people don't know how to argue in a healthy way, right? How do y'all keep it where when you do get upset with your partner, you don't say things, or maybe we say things, but you just, how have y'all developed your arguments to a point where it doesn't get too toxic?
I've learned growing and learning. I don't even know if I can.
What I used to do, and it might not be healthy, is when an argument comes about, I try to just walk out. Because at the end, and the only reason I say this is because, and this is why I say that, is because I feel like if I walk away, it keeps us both from saying something that we don't mean. It gives you a time to cool off and me a time to cool off, and then when we come back, then we can reapproach this situation with a better attitude. Because everybody know when the heat of the moment comes, it's just fire off. So the best thing I do is just walk away. And that might not be healthy, but I feel like walking away and just staying away for a minute, just breathing. Because sometimes it escalates beyond what it has to over something so petty.
Now, it doesn't... There's nothing wrong with walking away before getting out of character or making that person get out of character. But if you don't establish to that person, hey, I'm in a bad headspace right now, and I need to walk away from this situation and come back to it. If you just walk out, that person, at least for me, when I've been in that situation, I feel disrespected. I'm wondering where you are, why you had to leave, and then my mind races to the bad things because I'm mad at you. So I automatically go to, oh, okay, so you just gonna do this. Like, it's a matter of how you handle it. For us, it just took years, and we're still learning that if we can't talk like adults, if we're going to yell, if anybody says something that we know is gonna hurt later, then you know what? I'm just not gonna talk. I will shut down. I have shut down. This is what I do. And when I notice that you're upset and you're talking at me, guess what? I'm done.
No, I'm not.
Latoya.
Oh, you just not gonna say nothing?
Oh,
I'm not gonna say a word.
Totally. I'm gonna be as honest as I could be. I'm a Pisces. I ain't shutting down. I'm not playing with you. I'm gonna say exactly what I gotta say, because if I hold it in, I'm gonna hurt myself. So it's best for me to tell you how I feel, and I'm gonna say it how I want to say it. I'm gonna cuss. I'm gonna fuss. I'm gonna call you names. I ain't even gonna lie. I might even fight. But it's not because I don't love my wife. It's whatever the situation leads me to. But at the end of the day, if I need an outlet, with this being my wife and the only person that I trust, I can't go to everybody and tell my business, because people you think you can trust is the main ones out there waiting for your downfall. So I have a certain many people that I may go to, and I can count that on 2 fingers besides God. But I gotta let it out with my wife, and she knows me. So 9 times out of 10, she just gonna lay down. And she gonna be real quiet, or she might snap back sometimes, or she might be like, "Oh Lord, here we go." But I mean, sometimes I can't say that it is a toxic way. I can't say it's a right or a wrong way. It's how whatever that situation leads you to at the end, and it's how you handle it when it's all said and done.
Yes, and honestly, it is a matter of you and your partner.
Correct.
It's how. Like, if she knows that I'm upset, she's going to listen. Like, you know what I'm saying? And anytime we know we're too upset, guess what? I'm in the living room, you in the bedroom. We going to text this argument out, because ain't no point.
No way.
We literally have text the whole argument, and it
In the same household.
like, in the same household, because you don't want to say it to me because you know I'm going to be mad. Okay. I don't want to say it to you because I know you're going to be mad. And if you say something that ticks me off, there we are. So guess what? You know I don't want to talk. Fine. You'll go in the bedroom. I'll get a text within 15 minutes. I'll wait for it.
But you know what? I can say this. Over time, I'm learning. I don't argue as much as I used to. I don't fuss as much as I used to. And we do go upstairs and downstairs, but when you upstairs and downstairs, that hurt more than anything. It hurt more than the argument, because you separated from the person that you want to be with. So when you separated, it's like, man, this bitch, oh God. And like, why we can't just talk it out? And then when you want to talk, they don't want to talk. When they want to talk, you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
So it's a tit for tat game. So let's just put this shit on the table and get it over with and be done with it.
I've come a long way. And years ago, she wouldn't have no teeth. Not no teeth out. But I mean, I've grown and I've just learned like what it is to argue about and what it's not. Like, it's at the end of the day, let her have her spat. And when she calms down, I'll be like, well, you know, you was wrong. Well, yeah, I probably am.
Right? But at that moment, there's no point, because she's not trying to hear it. So it's no point in telling her, you know, you dead wrong, you know. So I just have to wait and do it later. Yeah, you probably right, but I couldn't have done it at that moment.
But you know, in that very second, if you had said, nah, you dead wrong, it's big, then it's real big. It's like, oh shit, I know what you guessed.
Alright, now let me ask y'all this too. With y'all being married, with y'all being married, how can I say this? You are supposed to, what is the word? Okay. When you're married, everybody else might tell you what you want to hear, but your wife is supposed to be the most honest person with you. Woo. Am I right or wrong?
Oh yeah.
And I feel like when you being honest with your wife, sometimes does that get you in trouble? That goes for the both of y'all.
That's her look right at the call.
Maybe in the moment,
Yeah.
but in the long run, no, I can't say that. In the
No,
moment, yeah, maybe.
not for me. When I'm always honest with my wife. I ain't got nothing to lie about. Not even the white lies glow in the dark. So I might as well just tell the truth.
No, I'm saying like if y'all out and you like, nah, babe, that's not gonna be a good situation. Like just giving a good advice, but you know somebody else might try to lie. When you know, you get that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be honest with, not saying about the cheating and you're supposed to be honest about that, but far as everything, somebody might tell you, yeah, bro, you look good, but your wife will be like, nah, babe, that ain't the outfit.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, but we don't get it. No, that's just our honesty. We don't. I tell my wife, but I don't think you should. Don't do that. And she'd be like, for real, babe? And I'd be like, for real. Now she might be like, well, the kids said, and I'd be like, so don't do that. I mean, and my one daughter, Khadijah, she gonna hustle everything. And if Khadijah said, my wife just might take her word over mine. Well, Khadijah said these socks look good, so I'm wearing them. And I'll be like, I'm gonna let y'all have that. And that too about our marriage is what I love, is that my wife only has one daughter to my 4. But if anybody ever asks me, I always tell them I have 5 kids. And I love my stepdaughter, and my wife loves my kids, and so does my stepdaughter love my kids. Everybody accepts everybody. It just intertwined just like a perfect braid. And it's like nobody don't like this person. Ain't no friction. We're a family, and we built this family.
I got a question though for people who are in relationships, right? And they want to make it last forever, and one person may have kids and the other person may not have kids. What if they don't get along with the kids? Do you think that the relationship will still last that a long time if they don't like each other?
No,
because you shouldn't. If I was a mother, biological mother, and my kids don't get along with my significant other, that's a sign to me. Mm-hmm. And if I don't follow that sign, I'm a bad parent for not following that sign when my kids are showing me that sign. Now you can tell the difference between kids not really liking that person or the kid not really liking what the parent is giving. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like when the other parent is stepping in and telling them what they doing wrong, and the kid like, man, I don't like this person because they catching all my little stuff that I'm doing that my mother wouldn't normally catch. Other than a kid like flat out, I don't like this parent. I'm scared to be around this person. I can't mommy, please don't. But that you need to be aware of that.
Yeah.
If the person is just being a good parent and trying to lead their child in the right place and give structure. Nah.
But the kids these days, they don't want no structure.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you accept me, you accept my kids, and that's why you're not supposed to bring everybody around your children, because you can't trust everybody. But your relationship is not gonna last. If my kids didn't like my wife, then it'll be a constant battle between me and my wife and me and my kids. And then it'll come to a point in the road where I'm going to have to choose. And I don't want to be put in that situation, so I'm not going to put myself in that situation.
Mm-hmm. Good advice.
I agree.
You agree?
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't have kids yet. But the good thing about being a good old lesbian couple is we get to plan every bit of that.
Yeah.
What about you, Tori? You got kids?
Well, my ex has a daughter, so I have a daughter by.
So I have a question. So you say your ex has a daughter and y'all are best friends.
No, not that ex.
Okay, so you say your ex has a daughter. How long was you in a relationship with this person?
Like 2.5 years.
Do you consider her daughter to be your?
Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby.
That's the question. Like, how does that work?
That's my
If
baby.
I just say we just got in a relationship together, and her ex had some kids, and she claimed those kids to be her kids, how do you expect me to act after so long point of time? Am I just supposed to be understanding? Or
So since we've been broken up, I've dealt with like 2 different people. The young lady I'm with now, and then the young lady I was dealing with when we first broke up. She had a big issue with it, and I don't even think it was so much of my daughter. I think it was more so
a mother.
The mother. She didn't want me to be around her, and my girl even, she feels the same. Like, as far as me being around my ex, and so no matter how much I say ain't nothing there, she has those feelings. But it's no, like, I don't want you to see your daughter ever. We've had those arguments, many discussions, or whatever you want to call it.
So it is an issue, though.
It's something that I stand firm on.
Correct.
That is
That's
a
my
part of my
child.
life.
Correct.
So if you can't deal with that part of my life, you can't deal. It's pretty much the same. Like, you can't deal with that part of my life, you can't deal with me.
Correct.
Because it's just like, I'm not, trust to believe if I wanted to be with that parent's mother, with the child's mother, I would have continued, and I wouldn't be trying to pursue something with somebody else. So, of course, I'm going to try to, if I know that that's an issue, I'm going to try to my best to give you reassurance every day that it's nothing with me and that mom. But I want you to also know that just as well as I build a relationship with that mom, I build a relationship with that child. Mm-hmm. So just because me and the mother, that don't mean that me and the child relationship has to come to an end. And I hope that people can respect that, because it's just about me and the child. Because how that's not fair to the child.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't take that in consideration.
That's right.
It's just about the child at the end of the day, because me and the mother couldn't get along, so it's just about the kids. And I'm just going to pick them up. If you rather ride in the car, like I say, it's all about giving that other person reassurance. If you want to ride me to go pick up the kids, cool. You could be in the seat. You can see that it's just
anything.
So that means if it's not a kid involved, you can't be friends with an ex. That's how it sounds.
It just depends on that other person and what they get involved in.
That's fine. I don't believe that. I mean, I don't have any exes that are friends, but I don't believe that, because if you end on good terms, and that as long as that ex, in my book, respects the relationship, I mean, respects everything about that relationship, then, and that is only if they respect it.
But what
That
if
means
the new person don't want you to talk to that ex?
Sayonara, goodbye.
Right.
I mean,
Gotta
especially
respect.
if that's red, then yeah.
I've been like I said, my ex that I was in a long relationship is my best friend, and that's the person that I, like you said, you got a few people that's the person I can go to with relationship issues, because she's not biased. She's not biased in that sense. Her thing is, what did you do? Because she knows me on the other side. I have another best friend that's like, forget that chick, and nigga, I ride, I come down there, and, that's her, because she's just my friend. And Faith is my friend, but she was my girlfriend at one time, so she knows my temper. She knows that where I might be saying something one way, that it might have looked another way, or I may have did something to instigate the incident. So she gives me advice from another standpoint of where the rest of my friends are just my friends. She's always like, okay, but what did you do? But how did you react? So how you think that made her feel? Like, she's never coming at it like one-sided. Yeah, she's never coming at it one side. She's always playing devil's advocate. And so like that makes me really cherish our friendship.
But
so any female
let's
that I
be
date
honest,
that has
all
an issue
girls
with that,
ain't
I'm
like that.
No.
Yeah, no.
But ain't no girl that
That's
you get
true.
with ain't gonna want you to be friends with your ex, even if it ended on good terms, because it's a insecurity thing. It's a jealousy thing, I think, just a little bit. Everybody. I feel like everybody has that little bit of jealousy in them. Even me.
It's not an insecurity thing. It is a respect thing. You an ex for a reason, because if you was doing right, then you wouldn't be my ex. Period. Now I'm the new person. I'm the new woman, and I'm coming. I'm your ray of sunlight, your rainbow, and you wanna go over here with your ex, who is now quote unquote your best friend, and be like, girl, this girl is no. You will not disrespect me. You ain't gonna talk about me to your ex. Period. Who? No.
All right, what you gonna say, Red?
Now, Miranda and I both have people that we messed around with back in the day. One is her best friend, and then
in our wedding.
Yeah, she was in our wedding, and you know what I'm saying. And I have friends that I've messed around with back in the day, and we're all, you know what I'm saying, we're all cool.
Okay.
But it just we weren't exes though, so that's the difference.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the question, right? About what do y'all do for fun to make the relationship not get boring? Like, where it don't get to a point where it's just
But what do you
boring. I mean, well, I guess whatever's boring to you.
We do a lot of stuff, y'all. We
Like,
can't
tell
tell
us.
y'all. But I'm just saying, though, we might be like, put on the music. Let's play some cards. We might play cards. We have shots. We have drinks. We go out. We go walking. We enjoy us. That's when we enjoy us. And boy, oh boy, we enjoy us.
That's what's up.
We get friends. We come around with friends. We have barbecues. We go places. We do things.
Good.
I gotta say this though. One thing we will never do. So I hope nobody don't ask this question. I'm not being disrespectful. We ain't never gonna add nobody to our relationship to spice it up. If we gotta add somebody to our relationship to spice it up, then something is wrong with us.
Right.
No baby.
So none.
No.
It's a negative.
That's all
You might as well
negative.
give somebody permission to cheat. Like,
You better
that's
get some
stupid.
upgraded.
But why do you think that's a sign of saying that you need to spice it up? That could just be something some people do for fun.
Nah, if
Not for them.
married,
Oh, you want somebody new? Let me change my hair. Let me put this wig on for you.
Yeah, now when you're married.
Let me get the stiletto.
Yeah, now I understand when you're married. Yeah, but if
that.
you're not married,
But it's different. I guess it depends on the couple.
Well, ask Nicole, since she's the male view, would you ask somebody to spice it up in your own sense of thinking? Oh.
She said she ain't trying to die.
That's what I'm talking about.
But nah, I wouldn't anyway. That ain't never been my type. My type kilo. So.
Okay. What about you, Anita? What you do in your relationship to keep it fun?
like crazy. You garden, don't you? You garden, don't you?
In the relationship.
They garden together.
Oh, they go.
Yeah, we do stuff together. Gardening.
Let's see pictures.
We still learning each other, so
Okay.
Secret going.
Right. What about y'all? Shakira, about you? What do you do in your relationships to make it fun?
I like watching movies. I'm a movie person, so it doesn't take a lot for me to be having fun. Like I could just be in a bed or on the couch watching movies and eating, or just chilling. Give me a pack of cigarettes and a Dr. Pepper, and I'm straight.
Okay. Somebody
And a
said
good movie.
I need to be making music. Be singing.
Both of y'all be singing, don't y'all?
And need to be on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be on
Right.
keyboard.
What about y'all?
One of the things we've liked to do lately here is just play random songs on YouTube and have a whole full out karaoke session. We tear that to pieces.
It does sound like fun.
Like in our living room, no lie.
we like to go to Carowinds, not the real Carowinds, but our in the bedroom.
I ride all the rides.
Oh gosh.
But we like to just lay up and talk about crazy stuff. Like, I don't know. I guess this would be boring to other people, but it's real fun to us to like vibe with each other. Mm. And I get real excited to learn something about her that I've never known before. I mean, after 11 years, that's still a possibility.
Mm.
And we just like to chill. It could just be us. We're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah.
We don't need a group.
We
But
are
we
the
do
party.
we do enjoy hanging out with friends and just chilling and stuff. But we could have fun by ourselves.
Okay. What about y'all, Toya?
I'm boring, bro. I don't know. My lady just like implemented date night.
You have to say it like that.
Implemented.
Pronounce every T in there.
Implemented date night, so that was pretty cool. She took me on the whole date.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was kind of dope.
Y'all do date nights?
Not really. Every night as long as it's me and her in the room, that's a date.
What about y'all?
We every now and then we do.
Okay.
We
I
used
need to do it more.
we used to do it a lot for the simple fact that we both worked so much.
Right.
So we picked a day where it was going to be our date night regardless. But yeah.
Now let's talk about the. I gotta bring this up, right? You ready for this? This is good. It's a question. Y'all going, you can say pass if you want to answer, right? But it's a question: is sex important to you now that y'all have been together for a long period of time? You know how it's important kind of in the beginning in a way, but then once y'all have been together for a long period of time, is it still important to have sex a lot, or do y'all kind of fall back a little bit and the sex just happens whenever you feel like? In other words, does it?
Or when you have time.
Oh, we have time, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the case for us.
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
We almost had to okay, I'm about to put this on our schedule. So you're off on what day? Because we're so tired and we've got so much going on in life, that we are just doing to where when we get to each other, it's like, you know what, I love you. Good night. And then when it does happen, it's exciting for us. It's real passionate. So I don't mind that we don't have it often. It's just when we find time, it's great.
Go ahead, babe.
I'm out.
You say what?
I'm out. I'm growing and I'm learning, and I'm dealing with it. I ain't going nowhere, and it ain't like that. But I mean, you could always want more.
Ooh, somebody said once a month.
So, he's still trying to be a Thundercat.
I mean, right.
He's still trying to be a Thundercat.
Hey, everything's intact. It's working fine. Let me use it while I got it. I'm approaching 50, so I ain't got long. So let me get it out while I can.
I'm not like that. Dang, this was a very personal and touching question for me. I'm gonna be honest with it. You don't mind, babe? I'm gonna be honest. I am not as sexually active as I used to be. Like, ever since I got my tubes tied, a lot of things changed with the body. Mm-hmm. And oh my God, I try to be with my wife because I know that I have to please her because she's my wife, but I'm guilty. I'm not as sexually active. I don't think it's as important, and I don't know if I don't think it's as important. It's just my body is like, nah, bruh, not today. And that happens a lot of days, but I have, that's something that I'm working on, and I know my wife ain't going nowhere. I have moments where I sit down and be like, I need to push myself to do better before I turn around and my wife don't be there. But she's already reassured me that she will be there. I went as far as looking into, is there pills to make your hormones, more. I've looked into a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, I think it's just, I don't even know if it's a mind thing. It's a me thing. It's a body thing.
You know what, though? That's real. That's real. Like, I have studied it before, and guess what? It's a true thing. As you get older as a female, your body changes, where sex is not really important as it was when you was younger. Right.
So
and that's natural.
If you don't mind me asking, do you feel like that's something like within yourself, like, not that you're scared, but I know you say it because you got your tubes tied and it's
no, I don't think it's something within myself, because there are a lot of women that experience.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. That is within yourself.
No, it's not. no, that's not what I'm saying. There's a lot of women that experience.
Yeah, it's not just her.
It's not something that I made up.
No.
But may I
say
this? Before you do any medical, anything, any pill, anything like that, will you please do me a favor and look into something natural for you?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm afraid of what they've got out there for us
Right.
So I would love to.
And the bad thing about it is when I am sexually active with my wife, it's wonderful. It's like, damn.
Right.
hey, you know what I'm saying? But it's
you
getting to that point that I have the most problems with. It's just getting to that point.
Yeah. And I don't want you to think that I'm saying it like it's just only you, because I have heard that
it's not
as
her.
you get older, but I gotta go back to what you said when you gotta take time out for yourself. Mm-hmm. Do little things. I don't know, dance in the mirror naked or some shit. I don't know. You never know. But if you try, because I feel like before you take up,
my best friend.
That's what it is.
You're gonna understand until you're there.
My parents don't even sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, when you get older, your body just
My daddy
changes.
gets some on his
But
birthday.
too, I told my wife, I say, babe, buy me some sexy lingerie. You know, buy me something to turn you on that you would like to see me in.
Did you know this though?
I ain't finna go spend my money if it's just gonna be in a drawer neither.
But I'm saying, how you know if it's gonna be in a drawer if you're not gonna spend your money in the first place? I'm worth it.
Yeah, you're right.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
I mean, a little lingerie, a little Hennessy, we good.
She's supposed to be free. We married.
No way.
Now let me ask y'all films this. Why does it always have to be like that though? Why does the stud always have to go buy something sexy? Listen, let me finish. Why does the stud always have to go buy something sexy for you to put it on when you know what you want to see yourself? You surprise me.
Here's the honest truth. I love my wife so much. I will say this. But I don't trust her taste in fashion. So I would rather go pick it out myself.
I don't think it's a thing of you have to do that. I think it's a thing of your lady wants you to put forth some effort to put that attraction.
But why
say
wouldn't
that I'm attracted to you?
But
Maybe
why?
I want to see you in this. Do this for me.
Okay, so when you put it on, I'm not put forth an effort when I walk in and I'm stunned and I'm shocked. And I snatch it off for you.
It ain't the same.
Or I rip it and now my money done gone to waste because I done ripped it off for you. But if you spent it, hey, I showed you
why
that
you ripping it off?
Yeah. You ain't get it because nobody.
Just take it off.
Now,
The action you want from it, that's what you wanted.
different people give different reactions. Some people might not rip it and take it off real slow.
Just take it off.
Right.
We gotta rip it off. That's wasted money.
That's the waste of money.
You feel me? And I don't like wasting my money.
Okay, the freest thing. I was born with it and everything. And I bet you if
Don't
she
wear
walks
nothing.
in and all I'm wearing is a pair of heels, she's not gonna complain. Okay. So good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I got a question, y'all. You ready? I guess it's the one question that somebody asked. I'm lying. Somebody didn't ask this on the prior show, but somebody asked outside the show. All right, so when you have an argument, do y'all have this rule where you don't go to sleep without saying, I love you, or saying something to each other before you go to bed? Or do you just go to sleep and you just go to bed mad?
I'm mad going to bed.
Say that one more time, Red. Go to bed.
Man.
Unless we get into it at like 7 a.m., then by the time we get home, we'll be all right. But
Okay.
if it happened at night,
And it ain't even a week thing, honey. She would just go to bed. I come in there like, oh, for real? Okay. And then I'm extra mad because she's sleeping real good. And I'm over there like,
She ain't snoring and stuff, is she? Snoring.
it's like you want to stop pulling the blanket, moving along,
doing extra.
Slamming doors, so maybe she
Turn the
wake up.
volume up.
Y'all go to bed mad too?
But I will say this. I don't bet you always, before I go to bed, you kiss me and be like, I love you.
I do that before I
And
get
we
off
be
the phone.
38
with you. I
high.
do it
Nah.
before. I don't care. I can wake up mad at you. I'ma still kiss you if you sleep before I go to work.
That's sweet.
I still might be
I go to
ticked
bed.
off, but I
It
mean,
might be a pop kiss.
she sleep. I want it to be a pop kiss. She ain't brushed her teeth. Let me kiss you and get on let her go.
All right, so I just want to make sure you hit every topic, right? So making it last forever, right? When it comes to money, right? That's one of the biggest problems in relationships that I have read, right? Is money, right? when did y'all ever decide, or have y'all ever had any issues regarding money? As far as savings account, checking account, who's paying what bill, why you ain't paying your bill? You know, y'all ain't had no issues with money.
Nope,
Nobody.
We have our certain bills that we pay at the house, and we do that. And then I have my money, she has hers, but at the same time, we have access to each other's money.
Right,
Okay.
and she never goes without. And we didn't get joint accounts until after we were married.
Okay.
Like, and it wasn't that we didn't want them before. It's just like, what's the point? I know you're paying these bills. I know I'm paying this one, and we're good. Like, it wasn't really an issue with us. And even within the year before us getting married, we both lost jobs. Different times, but we both lost our main jobs. And I know that wasn't nothing but a test. But we picked right back up where we rolled right through it. It was no problem. So
And we've never had any money issues whatsoever.
That's a good thing. Someone said yours, mine, and ours.
Right.
Yeah.
No, mine is hers.
What you say? You said what?
Go to work for it. It's hers.
It's hers.
Man, stop lying. We haven't. I can't say that we really have money issues. I mean, everybody, even regular couples, come to a point where it ain't gonna never be enough money in a relationship.
The more you make, the more you spend.
The more you take, and the more you make, the more Uncle Sam take. But I mean, when I don't have or I'm low, she's does for me. You know, when she don't have or she's low, I'm there for her. So only thing we don't have is a joint account.
And we split everything down
But we
the middle.
split everything, and I don't feel like I don't think we need a joint account. No.
Yeah, I don't want her in my business. I don't. She ain't had enough now.
I mean, even though we married, there's some things that need to be separate. Now, when we buy our house, which is something that we're in the process of building for now, then a joint account will become necessary. But right now, no.
Okay.
And what she said, you know, after we bought our house and when we did ours too. So yeah, that's.
yeah, and even still, like, we have joint accounts that are literally like, we're on a joint account, but that's her account. Her money's in it.
Right.
She's on my account, but that's
yours.
where my money goes.
Right.
Like, my money's in it. But if I need her to go get something out of it real quick, she can go get it
That's
because
right.
she's on that
She has
account. And
access.
See, I'm
right.
cool with that, but when it ding, when I spend something and it ding on my phone, I don't like that. Like, that's too much dinging. Like,
Hey, I feel look, cause she works in the bank.
Oh, so she able to look right at your account.
So if me and Toya going to get drinks, I had to get some cash out.
I still don't look at her account. I don't even get the alerts or nothing. I don't look at them.
she's the type, she pays all the bills like on time, like ahead of time before it's due.
It must be a
I'm one of those
I
that'll
know you're
just
Pisces.
let it sit there in the bank. Just let me feel like I got you guys. I'll pay, you know, a couple of days before it's due. You ain't paid this bill yet, and it's due, and you.
See, I'm a Taurus. I do the same thing
Don't
as
do that. I
Tori.
remind you
Because
because if I don't remind her, I'm getting
Yeah,
phone
you
calls.
supposed
I'm
to.
like, so
You gotta
because you're calling me.
You gotta pay when you open the envelope.
But why hold on to the money when you can risk spending it?
That point. And
Yeah.
not only that,
I'ma pay it.
Like, I don't even pay half of it. I'm paying all the bills. in
Oh
full.
yeah, I don't do that half and half stuff.
Like,
Like,
I don't care if
Yeah,
it's
set me up with payment
$20.
raise.
no. So y'all balance each other.
feel like I still got a little bit of money. And
No.
that's how she do. And I have to go upstairs and I'll be like, babe, man, give me your money. And then I don't get mad, but I'll be like, oh, she done went and bought her son a drink. She done went to the restaurant. She done did all of this. And she ain't gave me no money for this bill.
Oh, so you had a full meal. Like, you didn't just have, like, the dollar menu.
Now, we don't have our accounts joint, but some of our credit cards are. So when she goes and spends it and my phone goes ding, like you said, I be like,
That's what they.
oh, babe. What is that?
They said you bought some
What is
Jordans
this?
and a shirt.
What is this? What is
Right.
What's that?
I was like, hey, can y'all not swipe the card yet, but just write the numbers down? Let me explain the situation first. Put ding on the card.
He said, "Let me write the numbers down first. Let me get home."
How they used to have the old little card reader.
Yeah.
Right. Old school. Yeah, no.
If you buy the drink, you call them like, listen, you about to get a ding, but I think they made an accident, so that's not really me. So you gotta leave the bag of clothes in the trunk for like a good month. And be like, babe, remember I been bought that. You know what I'm
That kind
saying?
of time, bro.
Huh?
I ain't got that kind of time, bro. I don't go shopping. I'm going shopping. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm gonna get you something too.
Absolutely.
That means I got extra money for us.
Right. But I think
I got
that
extra to do it. Like I give her money and she'll go out. She'll come back with like 6-7 bags. She'll have me in one little bag over there. Like I got you something though, babe. Right. Nigga, you got me a shirt. Right.
Well, you know our stuff a little more expensive. They can
Yeah.
get
For the
$100.
same price.
I'm
For the same price
tired
of your shirt.
I'm
Guess
tired of
what?
hearing that. I'm tired of hearing that.
What?
I'm tired. Oh, your stuff was a little bit more higher.
it is
It don't matter.
It matters.
She can go get 2 outfits. I get some pants and a hat, and I'm already
Right.
past what she done spent.
that's true though.
She had $100, but guess where I'm at? I got 4 outfits and a pair of shoes to match each one.
Film clothes are so
And
cheaper than
still-
ours.
$5 and some change left.
And accessories.
My shirt be like $65.
I'm trying to figure out where y'all shopping at.
I'm saying we
If I go
girls,
get 4
girls
for the price I'm gonna spend for a shirt, that is a cheap outfit. If I go
Girls
to buy 4 cheap outfits, ooh, this cheap.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the table.
Right.
So when we buy stuff, we split. But when my baby bought our wedding bands, they costly. And I said, well, I'm gonna help you pay for it, but I didn't.
No, the second one. Let's get it.
The second set.
Second set.
But I didn't. And I didn't because I felt like all this jewelry my wife be wearing, guess who paid for that? Without no help. Men's stuff is expensive.
It is
like
expensive.
one bracelet I bought her cost me almost $475 and it's lost. So you know, her necklaces, her charms, her rings. Like I spoil my wife because I want my wife to look good because I look good. But men's stuff costs a lot of money.
It does.
And it
Where you
does.
shopping?
And when I buy her
No matter where you
clothes,
go, it's
I don't just
cheaper.
buy one outfit.
It's still more
I
expensive.
buy about 3, 4, 5 outfits. Hat, pants, shirt, shoes, everything gotta match to the T.
Like the shirt and like the shirt and hat now.
Oh,
But y'all sale is like this shirt went from 79 to 25. Her sale is this shirt went from 10 to $2.
Walmart. Shit. Buy me a shirt from some Walmart. I'm cool with
These
it, bro.
pants from Walmart.
You better not buy me no shirt from Walmart.
This is a
Damn,
Walmart shirt. You like
$7.
Walmart shirt? You tripping. Walmart graphic tees for $7. You tripping.
$7. I thought that was $4.88.
Yeah, you feel me? But they do have something like that too, where they $7 and some change, or they might have a sale where they got the little red sticker and it's $5.
the red stick on it.
Because I feel like if I'm a big expensive, I'll do it myself.
Even
know
my
what I'm
white
saying?
tees is $10, son.
Thank you.
Now I can't say our boxes and our white tees and our socks.
$10. You see what I'm saying? How they go?
$15 for a
Man, that's crazy.
It's $14 for a pack of underwear.
Do you want some beaters?
I'm cool with that.
Guess how many?
You know-
guess how
you
much
know-
your beaters are?
When I go to Walmart and
$12 to $15.
When I go to Walmart,
say 18 for a 5-pack.
yeah, when I go to Walmart or Target to buy myself underwear, do you know I get excited about that? I get excited about buying new underwear or new beaters. I'm in the house doing a dance. I'm like, ooh, I'm about to put these on. I get excited.
Ordering stuff Amazon, bro.
What? They are.
Oh,
But I be excited when that box is
That's why everybody losing business right now.
Amazon. It's like $10.
for how many?
Oh yeah.
Y'all tripping.
Because I'm all about what
And all of
Are you
y'all
ready?
about to be prime members.
Right. I want to.
One more thing, y'all. Just one more thing before we close it out. Can y'all all just give like one short advice to people who's watching on how to, you know, something you feel like will work, making your relationship last?
Patience.
Oh, that's a good one, Nita.
.com, honey.
I like that a lot. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised. It's good. I love it.
Stop wasting time on people that ain't worth it.
Stop telling non-factors your business.
I don't know.
Your relationship, well, this is building off of yours, but your relationship is your relationship with that one person. When you invite others in, you invite a whole world of damage.
Don't have conversations when you're mad.
I like that.
.com.
Hey man, listen to the married people, bro. I ain't made nothing last forever. I mean, communication is probably the best thing I got for you.
That's a big one too, though, y'all.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Be safe.
All right.
Stop dating for the short term. Date for the long run.
Know your worth.
Yes.
Are you ready to end it?
Yes. We want to thank y'all. We want to thank y'all for coming on. We had fun with y'all tonight. We love y'all. Tune in next Thursday.
We won't be
See y'all next Thursday, 7 o'clock.
Will.
able.
Go ahead.
I'll be here, but it'll be a new cast. It'll be the B team.
18,
Yeah,
baby.
this was the 18.
Monstars.
We just missing Amber.
People on the show. So, yeah, so
Y'all the 18.
yeah.
18.
Last week it was 10 of us up there.
We're missing Amber.
Two groups.
All right, so you gonna finish? Say bye. Bye, everybody.
We love you guys. See you.
Thanks for
And
watching.
Happy 4th.
Go to
We'll see you
Carowinds.
next Thursday.
Yeah. Go where?
Go to Carowinds.
And y'all,
Ride on rides. Don't be scared.
don't skip not one.
Right.